like stuff that's about the whole of time, and this is one of those rare things that's about the whole of time and the human condition, and it got me. It got me right away. I cried, and that's if you're crying when you're reading it, it's always a good sign.
Same. The first time I read the script, I definitely cried and was, yeah, it was kind of overwhelming. I was like, not, I was trying not to read things that they had like specifically asked my agents to leave me alone. And they were like, I think you need to read this one. And they sent it to me and I was, yeah, I couldn't stop reading. I like couldn't put it down and was weeping. So, yeah.
I was just fangirling and just asking him about all of his work because I'm just like a lifelong obsessive fan of his. And so I was just asking about specific scenes in all of the movies he's done. And then we talked about the themes of this movie. And it's amazing how much the themes of this movie fit into his entire of work, the Stanton canon. It's just so exciting to talk to him about how he sees life. He sees life in the most beautiful, hopeful way, and I love it.
Andrew's just a really smart and compassionate guy. And I also feel like there's not a ton of difference between like how he talks about the work and how he's talking about anything. Like every conversation with him is like he's brilliant and like calm, but like excited, like genuinely excited about it. Like it's a great energy to be around, and like really the type of person you love to be acting for, because it makes you feel very safe.
Oh, but I wasn't alone, you see. Yes, it seemed like I was, but the fabulous actress who voiced the AI, Rona Reese, was on set with me. So we were really just doing it together, and it was a wonderful free zone between person and machine.
Most of those screen stuff that we did in real time, that was a cool thing that Andrew sort of insisted on doing. So instead of faking it and having us do one side of the conversation at a time, we would go into opposite separate rooms in the same house, and they set up a very complicated system so they could record it all at once. One thing I really enjoyed about this character was just that he was so certain about this relationship, even when she wasn't. He's very in love with her, and like that was such a guiding principle for him. And I think that's so beautiful. And it is true, like it does feel like that, I think, when you find your person. But it takes a kind of bravery to just do that, to just believe that right off the bat, which he does. Even when she's like, "What are you doing? You're like, this is weird." So it's a really beautiful element of this love story, I think.
He works from theme and from story, and it's all the same thing. It's all in service of this theme, and he did a beautiful job.
There's a scene where me and Rashida are like riding back in a car from our son having just given this big speech, and we're older at this point, and the scene is pretty beautiful because it's the two of them like reflecting on both being proud of their son and also like really nervous about the technology he's championing, but also too old to matter. So I love the scene a lot, but also it was like driving in a process car. So like and kind of everything went wrong. So we were just in the back of this car for way too long, like getting super loopy, telling jokes, and it was just totally pitch black outside, like everyone trying to figure out how to set lights on a moving thing. Just one of those like movie things that I love because they're stressful for everybody else, but like my job stays the same, So, it was fun hanging out there.
Part of my tooth fell off one day. Just a little part. Like
totally unnoticeable. Or
it was not very noticeable, but part of my tooth did fall off right before we were shooting one day. But then I got it fixed. Anyway, random.
Favorite part.
It's a wonderful thing to be around creative people who care so much about storytelling, and care about people.
The park cityness of it, that you sort of forget when you're not here, is that it is as like big of a pain in the ass it is to get around here. Like the how confined the space is what is actually quite special about it. And just, you're walking around doing you live your lives in kind of your own worlds, and like there are so many filmmakers and artists out here who like I'm either in awe of or I'm friends with or whatever, but it's not like we see each other, we don't hang out. And so we're at the last stop and we run into Ethan Hawke, and I love that guy, and I haven't seen him in a long time, and we like text occasionally, but we should meet up, and it never happens. And so like here you get to see all those people, and you will probably just run into them. It's if you make plans with them, that won't happen, but you will probably just run into them doing press.
I hope people will feel a modicum of hope at the end for our species.
Go sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to come by these days.
Yeah.